Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm pretty excited because today I'm finally going to reveal the cover for Have Mercy. I've been sitting on this for a long time now, but I wanted to make sure that before I revealed the cover, the book was nearing publication, and I'm actually expecting publication to be sometime later this fall. On top of the cover review, which I'm most excited about, I did want to give you guys something else, a little bit more, content in order to kind of hype up the book a bit. So I'm going to give you guys 3 facts that I haven't, discussed publicly about Have Mercy, just so you guys can get a little bit of a better feel for it. And also, for myself to drum up some excitement for this book. This is going to be my self-publishing debut, so I'm really, really excited, and I really hope that you guys enjoy the cover. I love that. I love everything about that right there. I also want to share with you guys the synopsis of the book, a brief synopsis, just one paragraph, just so you guys kind of know what Have Mercy is about. Have Mercy follows 10-year-old Danae, an excruciatingly shy biracial girl who comes home from school one day to find her father has died. Already familiar with death and hardship, this latest event causes her to slip between the real world and a fantasy world, where her dog becomes a knight and monsters become real. She must find her own strength, or else she might lose herself forever in that fantasy world. And with that, I think now is a good time to get into 3 facts about Have Mercy that I haven't talked about publicly yet. The first fact is this book is actually inspired by trauma. My own trauma, in fact, and trauma that I've observed. What I mean by that is, it's unfortunate, but my family is very familiar with death. We've had a lot of deaths in my family, but for me personally, one of the most traumatic was the unexpected death of my mother a couple of years ago. When my mom died, my little sister was 10 at the time, but we really handled that differently. I felt that as her big brother, my job was to try to, make sure that she was calm, wasn't panicked, wasn't freaking out, and I didn't want to be too emotional. So I kind of was very stoic, very calm about it, and I didn't show much emotion. And I think that what that did to her at that time, being just 10 years old, seeing her big brother be so calm, so stoic throughout something as traumatic as the death of our mother, my little sister sort of packed that away. And, she really didn't show many effects of that death for, a year or two before she started talking about it more and kind of showing some signs of the trauma that losing her mom at 10 years old caused. So that, coupled with the other deaths that, I've experienced and that we've experienced in my family, growing up in the projects, it has been tough, and I have been through a lot in my life, and I've seen how trauma affects everyone differently. So I really wanted to explore trauma and explore a character who manages and experiences her trauma in the way that Danae does in Have Mercy, where she sort of creates a fantasy world, but at the same time gets lost in it. The second fact about Have Mercy is the dog, Danae's dog in the story, Dart. That was inspired by my dog Dart that I had. He, unfortunately passed away last year. He developed brain cancer, and a tumor was pressing against his skull to the point that he was having terrible headaches. He was no longer himself. He was on a ton of medications. He was having seizures, and, we had to put him down. That in itself was very traumatic for me, but that was after the story had been written. But, Dart was such a unique dog. I love dogs. I have 2 dogs now. I have a husky and a labradoodle. And I just wanted, this girl to be able to have, a dog and kind of a partner and a companion. And that really plays a major part in this story. The third fact about this book centers around the title. And the title, obviously, is Have Mercy. And that kind of has 2 meanings. Without giving too much of the story away at this point, I wanted to call it Have Mercy because I wanted to deal with the theme of mercy. Having mercy and having no mercy, and kind of what that means to the people that are involved in the story. How mercy affects them, just like how trauma affects them. I'm not really sure where that came from, why mercy was on my mind, but it is something that I wanted to explore. And, Have Mercy is something that I think once you guys read it, you'll be able to see what the meaning of that is when you see how the characters react, to each other, to the plot, and the way that they progress. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to be more active now moving forward as I really try to ramp up the marketing for this book and as I really try to grow this channel. So thank you.